I've set in the line of the gunnel along here on the inside edge, just coming down straight, and now I'm going to relieve the gunnel, bring it out from the boat. So what it means is, here's the line of the outer edge, this wood has to be taken back. So starting with a V-tool up this end here, tilt it away, I don't want to undercut anything. Come down here because the stern post sticks out, so I'm going to come down, and then I'm going to take this wood away here. It's going to swing more around here because this really does overhang. So I'm going to keep working that until I get a sense of this gunnel sticking out, merge all this in, and probably this will go down into this a little bit here. Carrie has very kindly pointed out that I called this a stern post when of course it is the front of the boat, so it's the bow. So forgive my lack of nautical knowledge here, but so what we're going to do is get this post down a little bit so the boat curves around and underneath. So the high spot is still where that paper is. It curves underneath. So bring that round, flatten this off. I'm really lucky with this wood. I hope you can see the way the grain is following the boat. Very, very fortunate in that way. Those are the annual rings of the tree. So all this comes around and it'll go right round into here. I'll need to swap to a smaller tool, a narrower tool, but right around there. So I'm going to take a second pass because this does stick out a fair way. Look how my chisel, my gouge, is almost going into a vertical plane as it goes around that corner. Again, I'll have to swap to a narrow one. So this back of the boat sort of disappears right underneath. When I've got that line right, I need to chamfer this edge a little bit here, so we get the side of the gunnel as it goes round. As the boat sweeps round, as the hull sweeps round, this will eventually undercut the gunnel, so the gunnel overhangs. But we don't undercut quite yet, we'll just make sure everything's correct. So this will get a little bit narrower as it gets further away. At this end I've got the bow separated off, but there's also a little bit here, the actual keel of the boat, which we want to put in. So in the same way, I will run the V-tool in there, and this sort of disappears into the sand along here. So take a little bit of wood away. So the underside of the boat here will be undercut a little bit on the beach. Give a bit of shadow there. And the front corner of the boat here, we'll need to chamfer this off because we can see the front part of the stump of the bow coming up. So that will be chamfered there because the eye will see that. So because I'm lucky with the grain, I'm going to leave that like that. That will be sanded. If not, then if your wood is more bland or doesn't have this grain, then you'll need to draw in the various planks disappearing around this corner. In the same way, relieve them with the V-tool and just reduce them. So you've got a series of little steps down following a line, so everything's curving around and disappearing out the back here. I've taken the carving out of the bench and I've put it now so you can see it at the correct perspective. I'm happy with this curve disappearing, so this is a good first pass over the front of the boat. I'm going to turn to the back and pretty much complete the back of the boat in the next lesson.